It's certainly not good. Terramorph attacks don't bother us in our daily lives because they're so infrequent. Londinian was horrible, but it was one rare exception. Another sample, though, gets us one step closer to it becoming the rule, which means we need to get this information into the right hands as soon as possible. The ultimate sin. I cut him out of a deal. Medicine can get tight on Mars. Mining's plenty dangerous. So I cooked up some meds on the side for an old friend who was running low. Well, that friend told her friends, and before I knew it, I'd become Mars' go-to black market pharmacist. Trade Authority eventually found out and wanted a piece of everything I sold, and then some. It was at that point I decided to take my leave of absence. That's right. UC shuttered it after the war, but I just happened to remember the access codes. Figured no one else was using it. Plus, I knew the security was good enough that the Trade Authority couldn't just come waltzing in the door even if they figured out where I was. So, I set up shop. Lou hooked me up with some supplies when I first came down. Damn good thing he did, too, since once those spacers moved in, I was on my own until you showed. Drift off.
allow me to assist in carrying some supplies.
careful down near the mine.
Is that really her? Adrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say,
Nothing. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back. Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble. That's... So, were you two able...
Got it right here. That sample?
Undinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us. Well, that's about the best. Percival and I, we were military
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done. Oh. But it was during... The project never got off the ground. But the data are under the watchful... But if we can convince the Cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it. All right. I'm gonna go get this workup.
Good luck.
Litter on the balcony is prohibited.
if we visit the launch. I will return to my maintenance bay for full software updates.
Nice night, huh?
Captain! Over here! The workup's in the cabinet's hands. Though hadn't realized you were UC Navy this whole time. Hey, your call. And... I guess my relationship with... I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon. They called him Ve Victus. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come. I'm getting there. The man I was cloned, Freestar Collective, and UC. Military, and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned. That's not an unfair assessment. So your help means a lot more than I figured you might realize. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here. Then I guess it's just a map.
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue. Here we go. Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of...
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely. So now, we have two petitions. Access to the UC Xeno War, a request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
That's quite the... Madam President, while no one would argue that what happened, they've been happening for to demand we hand... Seems at best panic.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to...
I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to... Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. It's going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two. We can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
The UC's fleet must be the
Captain, right
strongest
behind
now.
you. Let's get down there.
The EM rifle, grab it!
That's it! Now hit him with everything you've got! We're trying to help you! EM fire, Captain!
I adequately assisted you during combat.
God, you got here when you did.
Yeah, what the hell happened back there, Captain? There's no excuse for using lethal force here. This isn't a... Now, the way those people were acting.
We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready. I'm not suggesting. It's documented behavior. The result, and some lose control altogether. Those cases, you'll... Well, you better keep that EM weapon low.
That's unlocked.
We need to get down there ASAP.
Hello, Captain. How may I be of service? Travel safely. I believe we are no longer alone.
God, no
Put down that
That was even easier than I expected.
Got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. Barely holding up. Listen. You've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can. I can only spare the one fire team. But else I need holding this perimeter. Things. They turn my people against us. Don't let them get into your head.
Heard you might be looking for some backup.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us. Roger that. We're getting all worked up over nothing.
Kill them first.
All wrapped up. We should go tell the sergeant what happened.
Thank the heavens you're back in one piece. I guess our people weren't so lucky.
If that's a joke...
Yeah, that's all. The city owes...
We were just in... Captain, we should report. Take care of yourself.
Thank you for what you did here today.
all clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
Hadrian, it would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. Your concerns about the Terramorphs will consider...
Thank you, ma'am.
I had some ideas on that front. Now, you will have our full support, but to accomplish those goals. As such, as soon as we've got... Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative. We do. In exchange, get you access to those... Correct. So... I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies,
Heroes Citizen Spaceport.
I'll go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni.
Tech we develop.
Start getting a plan
Benefits
together
all
for
of
that
humanity.
data.
Scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. Clear. Enjoy your visit.
After that business with the terminal, it's good to get back to small crimes and petty thieves.
Ah, Captain. You wouldn't be here about the job, would you?
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. We've had some... So really... I completely understand, Captain, the other day. But if you... Afraid I can't help you. If your friend is deemed the whole department, things can be replaced. Luckily, see you later.
Here on Vanguard business?
Just doesn't add up. Spaceport has anti-xenophobe.
These orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency. Requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. C, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC's already on board. So that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
I couldn't. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varoon? Ah, the good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her. Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support. And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code. Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find... the squeeze. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassadors. Quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage. But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell. So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen. Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convinced to work with you. All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise. And take these. Official line is that you're to... My suggestion. She's also got a staff. Ambassador Balmore's. When the rest of House... He's... though claiming to know. They We're not 100... His public appearance. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting. Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice. Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come. I have no doubt. Now, the embassy...
Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there. Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Yes? You needed something?
You can go on through.
Visitors are only allowed Terramorphs, as in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
This building
I'm sorry.
is Freestar
Do you
sovereign territory. So in here, we're the law.
Ah, you're the one, You have my thanks for what you did down there. Now, she also... that now the UC wants Terramorph. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her. Let me be frank. I will not be the one responsible. You really gonna push this? I'm listening. It's a job I take very... You think this is about a... Oh, I understand, Captain, I'm...
sorry. Oh, you know, I was about... And, like... Well, then you... But look, the ambassador, like, even if he does have trick... And I don't want to... You... Huh, Not here, okay? Hey, maybe try not to look like you're following me? You have done this before, right? So you want me to... Okay, her quarters. And you? Really? Okay, so here, the key. I'll keep an ear.
limits! He's there.
Governors has rejected my appeal to join. Again, which means you and I are stuck in this colonial rat cage until we die. But I think we might need to, we should, expedite the process.
What are you getting at, ma'am?
I mean, my requests keep being rejected because they don't want to add a seat, right? But what if one opened up? The heart in what it used to be. It's not like anyone would miss him.
Eva, I think it's time to get some sleep.
Just think about it. Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh?
Good night, Eva.
Did I not make myself... Excuse me? No. Look, I believe we... So perhaps if I can trust you to keep... But where are my manners? You're... You want... Please. And I know you, my dear, dear friend. And isn't that... In fact, I think there's an I can only let you get the information on the terror. And all research will need to be monitored. But those two items should be... What on earth are you... Ah, yes. Now let's go get your code piece so you can... Tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here you go. I hope that'll be enough to maintain your discretion. I'm not in your way, am I? Good, good.
Business?
Don't worry. I'll coordinate with Deputy McIntyre on the observers.
Sign-off from the Interstellar Affairs office.
need to find a store with good watercolors.
Captain Orion. Greetings. Goodbye, Captain. is foolish to carry so many items on your own.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks. Not the... I suspect the... Tell me, though, is the rest... Is that right? Now, it can... You were sent by the... And the broadcast... A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So, the UC requires information, then. On terrormorphs, presumably, Do I see this all clearly? The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy, with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Now, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them. Well, then I shall not fear. Please, follow me. Let it be used for good.
You will not be able to walk at full speed. With your pack that full. Captain Orion, greeting. I will happily carry whatever you need. Farewell.
Will we all be so lucky next time the archives need to be accessed? Something to think on. The Great Serpent is so much more than a god. It is fate itself. When our founder, Jinan Varun, left the United Colonies 140 years ago for distant stars, it was the Serpent that compelled him to found his now great house. The Serpent made us who we are today. Its voice speaks to us, shepherding us through the dark and infuses our lives with the meaning the universe so often fails to provide. Great Serpent guide...
Greetings, Captain. I will await your next order here.
We offer only the best care in Newtland.
Well, Judge. So, what bring? Well, you certainly do. All right, Gil. There you are. Well, you've certainly... We should have every... May you remain in good health.
Captain Orion. Goodbye, Captain. Captain Orion, am I currently in possession? Goodbye, Captain.
I just received... That's... I'm very much looking... Regardless. And now, I've already... When you get down there... Here. The UC code piece... Absolute best behavior done.
Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Here on Vanguard business?
What? Oh.
There you are. Captain. Surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Major Sinan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. Make it clear we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
Now, Captain, if you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps. Stayed out of trouble down there. Plan is for Hadrian. We've got all the clearance. Stayed out of trouble down there, I hope.
Time for us to start getting some. So whenever you're ready. Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, the Red Devil's headquarters on Mars back should even be able to house... Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me. All right, Captain. Are you... Good. This isn't... Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen? Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this. But we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms? Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Captain Orion, it is pleasant, should you require.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other, which is why I hope... Perceptive. I'm what most know me. I was an admiral, but the previous... a sacrifice. Even my death. I want to, though I am curious. Has she shared with you the nature of... Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do. You've been working with my... After so long, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of it. There's a star station.
How can I be of service, Captain?
I'm so excited to see Tony after work.
Excuse me.
Captain, did you? Surprised me too when I learned, but I do think it's worth Good. And that's not a good look for any. Dr. Reginald Orlais? Of course, killing Orlais is completely out of the question. That'd be a huge win. Really? We'd already initiated a search for them, but... Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting? Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. This is far from... So while I'd certainly warrant caution, I think you can proceed. The Den? It's a star station. Orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels. But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, things there have always been a little more lax. Patrols included. I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out. Then I'll bid you good day, Captain.
So, Miss Stay Up Late reading under the covers? Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Coe, and where his stargazing landed him. Docking procedure is complete.
Good day, Captain.
Everything good? We're here to help.
Looking to lodge a complaint? Oh, so you are. So, what can I do for you? Or Lays? Suit yourself. But they call it the war. Maybe this Orlace of yours is the one piloting it. I can give you the coordinates to its last sighted location if you want. Just, well, you'll need to be careful. That part of Etheria's sky is an old debris field. Plenty dangerous. More than a few scrappers heading out never came back. Well, the original Den Star Station was destroyed decades ago during the Serpent's Crusade by marauding House Varun zealots. Big part of the remains from those battles ended up gathering around Etheria, forming a nasty debris field. Every now and then, some headstrong scrapper comes limping back because they hit an 80-year-old mine. Or sometimes they don't come back at all. I honestly thought it was just a story board haulers told each other to keep themselves amused. Pretty surprised to find out he has a name. Like, finding out the Grim Reaper's named Mitch or something. Huh. Makes you wonder, though. Ships have been disappearing in those fields for years. Going theory on why was a combination of old ordnance and Etheria's gravity disappearing them. But maybe someone's been helping them over the ledge. What's got your attention? Sure isn't me. Things you should know? Keep an eye out for pirates. Otherwise, it's... Sure thing. Here. Go get your man.
I asked my boss what they're doing to stop new alien attacks on the city. He said top minds were on.
galaxy's too big to be stuck in the same place.
Your ship is way bigger than Dad's.
Hey.
Have you ever tried Aurora?